Welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, money, and rare finds. Today, we're talking about one of the most sought-after coins by collectors, the 2000 Lincoln penny with a mint mark. Could you have a $1 million treasure sitting in your coin jar right now? Stick around, and we'll reveal everything you need to know about its history, unique features, and current market value. Let's start with a quick history lesson. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait, a bold move at the time. Since then, it's become a staple of American currency and a favorite among collectors. In the year 2000, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Lincoln penny with its familiar design. Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's where things get interesting. Not all pennies are created equal, and some 2000 dated Lincoln cents have become legendary for their rarity and value. Let's talk about mint marks. Mint marks tell us where a coin was produced, and in 2000, Lincoln pennies were struck at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and a limited number at the San Francisco Mint. Here's what you'll see. If you're checking your pocket change, look below the year 2000 on the coin. The mint mark can make a big difference in value, especially when combined with certain errors and rare features. Now, onto the exciting part: error coins and varieties. These are the ones that can turn a humble penny into a jackpot. Here are some of the most valuable errors and varieties to watch for on your 2000 Lincoln penny. On the reverse of the penny, the letters A and M in America are spaced farther apart than usual. This error occurred because proof dies were mistakenly used for circulation coins. Wide AM pennies from 2000 are rare and can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Sometimes, during the minting process, cracks develop in the die, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coin. These errors can vary in size and location, making them unique and valuable. Look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and the phrase "In God We Trust." If you see doubling, you might have a double die obverse penny, which can bring in big bucks. Coins that were not properly aligned during minting result in an off-center design. Depending on how much of the design is missing, these pennies can be worth up to $500 or more. So, what would make a 2000 Lincoln penny worth $1 million? The answer lies in rarity and demand. Let's break it down. Unique errors. A one-of-a-kind error or variety could spark a bidding war among collectors. For example, if a previously undiscovered minting error were found on a 2000 penny, its value could skyrocket. High-grade condition. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS 68 or higher are incredibly rare. A flawless penny in this condition could be worth tens of thousands of dollars or more. Historical significance. Some coins become legendary due to unique circumstances, such as being part of a famous collection or tied to a significant event. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 2000 Lincoln penny. Here's what you can expect. Regular 2000 pennies with no errors or special features are worth face value. However, they're still fun to collect. Depending on condition, these can range from $25 in lower grades to over $500 in mint state. Proof pennies from the San Francisco Mint are worth about $2 to $10, depending on grade. Uncirculated pennies graded MS 65 or higher can sell for $15 to $50. The rare MS 68 or higher can fetch several $100s. Coins with major errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can range from $100 to several $1,000s. You're probably wondering, how can you find one of these valuable pennies? Here are some tips. Search your change. Always check your pocket change and coin jars. You never know what might turn up. Roll hunting. Purchase rolls of pennies from the bank and search through them. It's like treasure hunting, estate sales, and flea markets. These can be great places to find coin collections. Online marketplaces. Look for coins being sold online, but be cautious of counterfeits and always buy from reputable sellers. So, do you have a 2000 Lincoln penny that could be worth a fortune? Check those mint marks, inspect for errors, and maybe even consider getting your coin graded. Remember, patience and persistence are key in the world of coin collecting. Who knows, your next discovery could be worth $1 million. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to your channel name, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos about rare coins and collectibles. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny or if you'll be checking your coins after this video. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. We're diving deep into a fascinating coin that's been making waves in the world of coin collecting, the 2003 Lincoln penny. You heard that right, folks. This 1-cent coin could be worth a fortune, with some even fetching jaw-dropping prices of up to $2 million. Intrigued? Let's get started. Before we jump into what makes the 2003 Lincoln penny so valuable, let's take a quick trip down memory lane to understand its history and significance. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person rather than an allegorical figure. Fast forward to 2003, and while the design remained largely the same, a few key factors made some of these coins stand out. The 2003 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can tell where your coin was minted by looking at the mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, just below the date. Coins with no mint mark were minted in Philadelphia, while those with a D came from Denver and S from San Francisco. But here's the twist. Not all pennies are created equal. Some have rare errors or unique characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. Let's talk about the types of errors that can make a 2003 Lincoln penny worth a small fortune. Error coins are like happy accidents for collectors. They occur during the minting process and can range from double dies and off-center strikes to clipped planchets and die cracks. One of the most sought-after errors in the 2003 series is the double die error. If you notice doubling on Lincoln's profile, the date, or the words "In God We Trust," you could be sitting on a gold mine. Another factor is the condition of the coin. Collectors use a grading scale called the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor P1 to perfect mint state MS 70. A 2003 penny in uncirculated, high-grade condition, especially with rare errors, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. Now, let's talk about the big leagues. Why are some pennies from this year valued at up to $2 million? While it's important to note that this figure isn't the standard market value for all 2003 pennies, certain high-profile sales have garnered attention due to their rarity and historical significance. One example is a 2003 penny with a dramatic minting error, authenticated by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC, which sold for an eye-popping price at auction. Such coins often have a story behind them, like being part of a famous collection or having an unprecedented error. In the world of numismatics, rarity and demand drive the price, and sometimes, collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums to own a piece of history. So, how can you tell if your 2003 penny is worth more than 1 cent? Here's a simple checklist. Check for a mint mark. Look for the mint mark under the date. Certain mint marks might be rarer than others. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Examine the condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. It's also worth noting that even a common 2003 penny can have sentimental value. For example, it might be part of a birth year collection, or simply a fun piece to pass down to future generations. But here's the kicker. Not every valuable 2003 penny is an error coin. There's been buzz about some coins being struck on unusual planchets, like those intended for foreign currencies. These oddities are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. So, don't just check your piggy banks. Check your pockets, car cup holders, and anywhere else spare change might hide. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: current market value. Most 2003 Lincoln pennies in circulated condition are only worth face value, but those in mint state can be worth anywhere from $1 to $10. Error coins, however, can range from $50 to $5,000, depending on the type and severity of the error. And those ultra-rare examples we talked about, they can soar to hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. If you're looking to sell, eBay and specialized coin auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers are great places to start. Just remember to do your homework and get your coin authenticated to maximize its value. Alright, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the 2003 Lincoln penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always exciting to think that a humble penny could turn into a treasure. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change jar right now and let us know in the comments if you find anything interesting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to channel name, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! We're diving deep into the story of the 2004 D-Mint Lincoln penny. We'll uncover its fascinating history, why it's so sought after, and how some rare pennies, like this one, have sold for mind-boggling amounts of money. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own change. The Lincoln penny has a storied history that dates back to 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has undergone many changes, including alterations to its composition, design, and of course, its mint marks. Fast forward to 2004. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies that year, each marked with the characteristic D mint mark below the date. At first glance, these pennies might seem like ordinary pocket change. However, some of these coins have become incredibly valuable thanks to a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. So, what makes the 2004 D-Mint penny special? Let's break it down. Most 2040 pennies are worth just their face value, 1 cent. But certain factors can significantly increase their worth. Error coins are one of the biggest reasons a penny's value can skyrocket. Some 2040 pennies have striking errors, such as double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These errors occur during the minting process and make the coin unique. For collectors, these imperfections can add hundreds or even thousands of dollars to a coin's value. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A 2040 penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, but an uncirculated or mint state coin graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC can fetch significantly higher prices. A high-grade MS-67 2040 penny, for example, has been known to sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. While 2004D pennies aren't particularly rare in general, specific varieties or error coins can be incredibly scarce. When rarity combines with high demand, prices can soar. Now, you might be wondering, can a penny really be worth $3 million? While there's no record of a 2040 penny selling for that much, some rare pennies from other years have achieved this astonishing milestone. For example, the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, a World War II-era rarity, sold for $1.7 million. Similarly, the 1958 double die obverse penny fetched $336,000 at auction. These sales show how high the ceiling can be for collectible pennies. Could a 2040 penny ever reach these heights? If a unique and dramatic error coin were discovered, it's possible. This is why collectors constantly search for new varieties and anomalies in their coins. Let's talk about the current market value of the 2040 penny. For a standard coin in circulated condition, it's only worth about 1 to 3 cents. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated condition, you're looking at values ranging from $5 to $50, depending on the grade. Rare error coins, such as those with a double die or off-center strike, can sell for $100 to $500 or more. For example, a 2004D penny graded MS-67 recently sold for $115 at auction, while a penny with a major minting error fetched over $300. So, while these coins aren't hitting the $1 million mark, they can still be worth far more than their face value. So, how can you find out if your 2040 penny is valuable? Here are some steps you can follow. Examine the mint mark and date. Make sure it's a 2004 penny with the D mint mark below the date. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin for any doubling, cracks, or other anomalies. Check the condition. The shinier and less worn the coin, the better. If it looks pristine, consider having it graded by a professional. Research recent sales. Look up recent auction results for similar coins to get an idea of its market value. Websites like PCGS and NGC are great resources. Remember, even if your penny isn't worth millions, it could still be a fun and profitable discovery. The 2004 Lincoln penny might not seem like much at first glance, but it's a perfect example of how ordinary coins can hold extraordinary value. Whether it's due to an error, rarity, or pristine condition, these coins have captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Who knows? The next valuable penny could be hiding in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into the fascinating world of coins. And as always, happy hunting! What if I told you that the humble penny in your pocket could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars? That's right. We're talking about the 2006 Lincoln 1-cent coin. While most of these coins are only worth their face value, there are some exceptional pieces that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. And today, we're diving deep into the history, hidden gems, and current market value of these coins. Stick around, because you might just find out that you've been holding onto a fortune all along. Before we dive into the big money, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, was the first American coin to feature a president. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was released to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, it's undergone a few design changes, but the iconic image of Lincoln on the obverse side remains unchanged. Now, let's talk about the 2006 Lincoln penny. In that year, these coins were struck at two primary U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, which has no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a small D below the year. Additionally, there were proof pennies struck in San Francisco, bearing the S mint mark. Most of these coins were minted in massive quantities, with billions produced, over 4.2 billion from Denver and 3.9 billion from Philadelphia, to be exact. That means the majority of 2006 pennies are incredibly common. So, why are some 2006 pennies worth more than others? The answer lies in rarity and condition. First, let's talk about errors. Coin minting errors are highly sought after by collectors. For example, a 2006 penny with a double die error, where the design is accidentally struck twice, creating a doubled image, can fetch anywhere from $50 to $500, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, where the design is not properly aligned during minting. Coins with 50% or more of the design missing can sell for hundreds of dollars. Condition, or grade, also plays a huge role in a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. Most 2006 pennies found in circulation are in lower grades, like VF, very fine, or EF, extremely fine, and are worth just a few cents. But a 2006 penny in MS, 67 or higher, that's mint state with an almost flawless appearance, can sell for $50 to $100 or more at auction. Proof coins from San Francisco, with their mirror-like finish, can also fetch higher prices, especially if they're graded PR 69 or PR 70. Now, you might be wondering, how does a penny, even a rare one, relate to millions of dollars? While number 2006 penny has reached those heights, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. One famous example is the 1943 Lincoln penny made of bronze instead of steel, which sold for an astonishing $1.7 million. Similarly, a 1792 birch cent, an early prototype for the penny, fetched over $4 million at auction. These sales prove that even the smallest coins can command massive prices if they're rare enough. As for the 2006 Lincoln penny, its current market value depends on its condition, rarity, and whether it has errors. Regular 2006 pennies in circulated condition are worth 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples in top grades can sell for $20 to $100. Error coins, as we mentioned earlier, can bring in several $100s. If you have a proof penny from San Francisco in perfect condition, you could be looking at $30 to $50 or more. And remember, the market is always changing as more collectors enter the scene and demand grows. So, how can you find out if your 2006 penny is worth more than face value? Start by carefully inspecting your coins. Look for mint marks, errors, and overall condition. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you spot tiny details. Then, compare your coin to online price guides or consult a professional coin dealer. You never know what hidden treasures might be lurking in your spare change. Who knew that a simple penny could have such a fascinating story? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of coins and collectibles. And hey, check your change. You might just be holding on to a hidden fortune. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2008 D. Lincoln penny. Yes, that humble coin you might have in your pocket could be worth a lot more than 1 cent, possibly even millions of dollars. In this video, we'll cover its history, why collectors are buzzing about it, and what makes certain versions of this coin so valuable. So, stick around. You won't want to miss a single detail. First, let's start with the basics. The 2008 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and as the final year before the redesign of the reverse side in 2009, it holds a special place in U.S. numismatic history. For those who might not know, the D Mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the 4 primary mints in the United States in 2008. Over 2.5 billion Lincoln pennies were minted in Denver. That's a staggering number. So, you might be wondering, why would a coin that's so common ever be worth more than face value, let alone millions? Well, that's where things get interesting. Certain rare errors, high-grade coins, and historical significance can make even a penny worth a fortune. Let's break it down. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, and it's one of the most iconic coins in American history. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and that person was, of course, Abraham Lincoln. For almost 50 years, the reverse side featured wheat ears, known as the wheat penny. But in 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the design changed to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, BY 2008. The memorial design had been on the penny for nearly 5 decades. The following year, in 2009, the U.S. Mint celebrated the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln penny by issuing 4 new reverse designs. That makes 2008 the last year of the classic memorial design, a big deal for collectors. But there's more to this story. Let's talk about why the 2008 D penny can be worth so much. Now, not every 2008 D penny is worth more than face value, but there are 3 key factors that can increase its worth: condition, errors, and rarity. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the perfect, uncirculated condition. A 2008 D penny in mint state, MS 68 or 69, can fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars at auction. This is because coins in such pristine condition are extremely rare, even for modern issues. Errors are another factor that can make the 2008 D penny worth a lot more. Some of the most sought-after error types include double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. These errors occur during the minting process and make the coin unique. Collectors will pay top dollar for these unusual and rare coins. One notable variety to look out for is the double die obverse, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misalignment during minting. These can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the error. Lastly, the coin market plays a huge role. When there's a surge in demand for Lincoln pennies, prices can skyrocket. Some collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts to complete their collections or own a unique piece of history. All right, here's the part you've all been waiting for. How much can a penny actually be worth? Believe it or not, certain Lincoln pennies have sold for millions of dollars at auction. While these are usually older coins like the 1943 bronze penny or the 1909 SVDB penny, modern coins like the 2008 D can still fetch impressive prices if they're rare enough. For example, a 2008 D Lincoln penny in mint state 69 condition sold for over $1,000 at auction. While that's not quite $5 million, it's still a massive return on investment for a penny. And speaking of $5 million, that brings us to the biggest question. Could a 2008 D Lincoln penny ever reach that level? Well, if a previously unknown error or variety were discovered, or if a celebrity collector sparked massive demand, it's not entirely impossible. Stranger things have happened in the coin world. Now, How can you find out if your 2008 D Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Here are a few tips. Inspect the coin's condition check for scratches, wear, or discoloration. If your penny looks brand new and shiny, it might be worth getting graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin for doubling, cracks, or other unusual features. If you spot something unusual, it could be an error variety. Look up recent auction results to see what similar coins are selling for. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or PCGS Price Guide are great resources. If you think your penny has potential, send it to a professional grading service. A high grade can dramatically increase its value. Beyond their monetary value, coins like the 2008 D penny are pieces of history. They tell the story of America's past and connect us to moments in time. Collecting coins can also be a rewarding hobby and, as you've seen, a potentially lucrative one too. So, don't underestimate the coins sitting in your change jar. You might just be holding a piece of history or a small fortune. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another video about rare and valuable coins. And hey, let me know in the comments, what's the most interesting coin you've ever found? Until next time, happy collecting and good luck hunting for treasures in your pocket change.